So I've been called over to Dad's house because he's got a job for me. I see him standing there with a silky saw.
I like silky saw, because most of the things I steal off you, don't I?
Something I'm quite familiar with this. What is it, Dad? What's the issue?
We got a tree that the guys on the TA fishing site said it won't come back. I tried to save it. I put clay in these big sort of wounds on this tree it had. Thinking I'd save it, pack it in to stop the bugs getting there. But apparently it's like a black cherry virus or something. And they said it would die, and I saved it year after year, and it's dying. So it's gone from the life of Mike to the life of Dad. But Dad really shouldn't be going up the tree at my age, sawing the limbs off.
Yeah.
So we're going to chainsaw it down, hopefully pull the rest down with Land Rover.
Yeah.
I'm afraid number one son's got to go up the ladder.
I've got to go up, and let's have a look at the tree.
This is it had that there. I filled all that out with clay, thinking that would save it, because there's loads and loads of ants in there. But look, you can see how it's just hollow inside.
Rotten, isn't it?
It's had its time. It was lovely. I've got pictures of it, beautiful flowers on it. But the problem here is southwesterly wind facing, right?
Yeah.
And if you stand sort of here, it's got quite a lean on it.
It's leaning to your wall.
Yes, that's it. That's the unfortunate thing.
Yeah.
So I've limbed quite a bit of it before a couple of years ago. But I figure Mike can go up there. If he can get through some of those, we're not going to go up there with a chainsaw. And we'll drop those down and just gradually reduce it, and then start cutting at the bottom, get the old Land Rover and see if we can't pull it over. And then you guys tell us, is it good for logs? It's like a black cherry. I think Ryan said it's a black cherry.
Yeah, it is definitely black cherry. We will find out. That's gonna go. No, it's pretty. They're just the side branches.
Yes, that's it. Whatever you can take off.
I want to do these first because it's my right hand. Timber! Have you done that before? You cut the one that you've been standing on?
Yes. Another one I haven't done is stand underneath the tree of the branch that's being sawn.
Yeah, and get it on the head. Yeah. I'll do this one. Ready? Timber! Yeah, definitely. Yep. Number one. Right, we got it down to pretty much a straight trunk now. But looking at the clouds, I think rain's going to stop play for a minute, and we've still got to work out measurements. And lightning being up the ladder, sort of metal ladder, tall tree.
Exactly, but you know, it's not the best place to be with a black cloud coming.
It does look ominous.
But, so we got it all trimmed down. We're going to do a measurement from the top to the bottom to make sure when we put it with the Land Rover,
we know where
we don't pull it onto the wall, the house, the garage, that sort of thing. So come back to us. We'll catch up with you probably tomorrow morning. What do you think?
I reckon tomorrow. Yeah.
So we're back, aren't we?
We're back a few days later.
The boys are back. Unfortunately.
It's time to put it down.
It's time to see if we can get it down, and Mike's going to go up, tie a rope to it, but what I've done is measure it. It's nearly 17 feet. So you've got to make sure we've got 25 feet
easy,
of rope at least.
Yeah.
Otherwise it pulls it over. Look, of course, this is just our fun way of doing it, guys. You don't have to copy us. If we had Ryan
Please don't copy us.
But don't copy us. We just notch it, cut it, cut it with snap cuts all the way down and reduce it. But you know what?
It's quite fun.
It's big, but it's a bit of fun. So what can I pull it down with? Hand or no?
Land Rover. Just use my car.
Your car?
Yeah.
Got my own car. Oh, the good sailors, not. Oh, it's a sheep shank shepherd's bend.
It's a slip knot, that's all you're getting, Dad. It's my favourite polyprop rope. Lovely stuff.
But it's cheap.
It is cheap. There you go.
That's it, throw her down. I took that other limb off there as well, so.
Your garage roof is capped in moss.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Wow.
Another job.
That's a lot of moss up there. Dead moss, but...
So, I suppose what you do...
Put it while I'm up here.
I could have done that there, and then measure there, but if I put pulled it from it would still come down as a bonk on the bonds.
Yeah.
So I'm going to come right over here out of the way. I don't want it going to the garage, I don't want it going on the slabs. Mike's going to do a cut down there with the chainsaw, and fingers crossed we can crack it over.
That's going to go any minute now, I reckon, once we knock that wedge out with a hammer, sledgehammer.
You reckon that'll...
Or I just join it, I've only got to join it up there, and then it's going to probably get ready, it's going to go.
Join it from the base, yeah.
Do you want to get Land Rover, or do you want to do the...
Yeah, I'll go get the Land Rover, yeah. We'll pull it across the grass.
Yeah. Oh, God, when did you get this, Landy?
I stole it off your children. Oh, and it moves.
It moves.
Right, I'm getting ready, better get a helmet on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bit of a logo there, Mike.
Oh yeah.
Oh, beauty.
Oh, beauty.
Ah, yeah. This is nice. Oh! It's got forwards and back. Stop it. Hey, keep an eye on it.
Now to move the wedge. Right, the wedge has moved.
Is it moving now?
I think it's still got a lot. Yeah, it's wobbling. I need to just take a bit more. Hold on.
You tell me where it's going and make sure you keep away from that.
Try it.
No.
Okay, reverse.
Jiggle wheel spin.
Let's get it go.
Hang on.
It's going. It's cracking.
Wait a minute. Say web.
Ready to go.
Go.
Here it goes. So close.
You reckon?
Yeah, try it. Go.
Right. I'll go high speed. Ready?
Yeah. Alright, hold on. Try that.
That's down. That's a safe job done. Hope, well, relatively safe. Bit of logging to be done. You reckon we want a log burn with that? I think, aren't we?
I think so. Yeah, I don't see why not. Just cut some of these.
Just nip some of them.
You want log size, really? There you go. What do you want your log size like that?
About there, then I can maybe split them.
I tell you what, that's lovely. You can see why cherry is a good carving wood. Look.
Is that what they reckon?
Yeah, cherry. Look at that. It's a lovely pattern. That'd be amazing carving wood. That.
It'd be hard though, wouldn't it? Because it's dried out.
Well, this is dead, so it'll be hard, but yeah.
So that peeling bark should have been a sign it's on the way. That.
Yeah, normally if it's peeling like that, but it's not that rotten. It was just dying at the top.
It's a virus. They told me it's a virus that kills these trees in particular. They said you'll never save it, Graham, and they were right.
It was dying at the top, wasn't it? Because look, that's not rotten at all. A little bit around the edges, but it's probably around the edge of the cambium layer where it's dying. Because that heartwood is fine.
It is, yeah.
It looks fine to me. So I reckon it's this edge layer that started to go.
So you're off for tea and cakes?
Yeah. I got some films to make, a Land Rover to sell. A real Land Rover.
I've got my Land Rover. There's one small point.
Nearly.
It was the brake situation.
Yeah, look how close you were.
If you walk up, I had a bit of a problem. What it was basically, guys, is what's called fear factor. Because when I heard that crack, I thought, I ain't stopping. But I did realise, well, how do I stop?
There's no brakes.
There's no brakes. You just have to take your foot off the gas. And that's how close I was to
the pond
to go in swimming. Good little piece of kit though, wasn't it?
There's powerful, these little 4 motors in it.
And it's 4-wheel drive.
The kids love it, don't they? They come around here and they absolutely love it.
They go all around here, racing around. Got a little engine in there.
Little battery, big battery really for a little car. 4 motors, decent battery. Yeah.
So there you go, I've pulled my first tree down with my Defender. How goes it?
Yeah, good. I see you chopped the tree down.
I've chopped the tree. Well,
well, you got the stump. It's gone.
It's gone. I've done all the logging, done all the logs, got it all ready. I don't know how it's going to burn because it's really hard wood.
Yeah.
What do you think? It'd be good for us?
Oh, well, I saw some of the stumps, and you've got some punky bits in the bigger stumps that were near the roots, and then you've got some quite decent bits that I think would burn well.
Yeah.
A wood carver would love it.
Really?
Some of those bigger bits, I reckon.
It's all chopped up
Cherry.
now.
Yeah.
It's in the log store.
Yeah, it's nice, lovely grain to the cherry.
So what I'm trying to do, we don't argue, but it's just a cleaver. What's the other
Bill
thing?
hook,
A bill hook.
Yeah.
Right. So this is belonged to my granddad. This one, I use it for kindling wood, so whacking down kindling wood, guys. But I recently went. I'm sure you'd be interested in seeing it. A professional. This is a total professional guy doing what you have to go at. You know,
hedge laying.
Hedge laying.
Yeah,
oh my
it's
God.
a proper art.
It is absolutely.
Yeah.
There are all the tools and everything with him. So I thought I might have a go at that down the back.
Yeah.
You know, just a bit of fencing. But you reckon your guys will want to see it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It's really interesting, people. Let us know. You know, in the comments.
When you watch the professionals do it,
exactly.
You know, we do it in our woods, obviously, but just we're giving it a go. We're trying to carry on the trend of it's not even the trend, just keep the history alive of traditional crafts in Britain.
And the old tools.
Yeah, and the old tools we do.
And he was telling me not the best handles. What would you think the best handles are?
Ash.
Hickory.
Oh, hickory.
Yeah, from America.
Yeah.
From America, which I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But anyway, watch this, guys. It's just 15, 20 minutes of interest. I feel it's something old school English craft, traditional English craft, and let us know in the comments.
Yeah, definitely.
So you can see in there, guys, I take the camera in, how this is a really big coppicing area for hazel, and that's what I guess I'm walking through now. So you can see why the hedge laying man was saying this is a prime area. As you can see, they're splaying out there. Tons and tons of material there when you look at it. I mean, Mike's got a bit of hazel up in his woodland hazel, but these are actual coppices in the woodland made for anything you want to make hazel from. You can see, look, so they've made a corridor through here. That's the oak tree there. It says dying. We've got one in the back garden. It's getting very skimpy. As they say, it will still outlive us. So it's an oak woodland, and over there the conifers, pines, and pine little ones, right? Who knows what they are, in amongst the hazel coppice. And just here you can see ones that have been coppiced already and cut down. I don't know whether that's 2 years growth there, but if you look across you can see the clumps where the new ones have started coming through. They've been cut to the ground and they shoot again. Well, through here's either an egg, or is that a mushroom? Part of an egg there. I'll just walk you through here. Now you should be able to see the stands of coppicing where some have gone too far and have gone to the actual branch. Loads and loads of these are on the ground. I'm calling them crab apples. I may be wrong, somebody tell me. They're filled with crab apples, but you can see how they coppice all in here. All that's a bit small, but you can use it for something. Oh, but it's a physical job, isn't it? That's for sure.
Yeah, but it's a nice job.
Satisfying too, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm outside all year round, which I love.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah.
My grandfather got me interested because he used to go to ploughing matches, and then with the ploughing match, you had a hedge laying competition.
That's it. That's what I saw. Yeah.
I met a guy who ended up kind of being my mentor, who sadly passed away now, but he was a phenomenal hedge layer in his day. I learned a lot from him, but the guys who were a little old school, as I call it,
yeah,
didn't really give away too much.
Yes, yeah. Well, it's a job for them, isn't it? Yeah.
Right, but then when he stopped cutting, when he stopped laying, then he would.
He passed on the information.
Listen to someone who was a 15-time national champion, then
yeah,
you know, I'm never going to catch him. Probably not in my day. So I'm 10 behind him at the moment.
But you're doing okay, yeah. But
I'm doing all right,
nice and neat on the top, yeah.
But yes, it's.
Oh, but that's good. Yeah, well, I appreciate that very much. If people don't learn these things, they're forgotten forever, and that's what I'm trying to get little bits of film of everything.
And I run training courses as well. So you do a coppicing day when I show you how to make the stakes.
Yeah. And
then I cut the binding.
Now you said earlier on to some other people, your wife's got a stall up there. What she?
Just there. We're just there inside the gate there.
Oh yeah. And what's she doing there?
So my wife does willow craft.
Willow craft.
So there's lots of baskets on there.
Okay. So that'd be tied in with this sort of jobs
in a way,
as well. Yeah.
She started with hazel, using material that was too small for me.
Yes.
Because this is size relevant, if you like.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you use binders that are too small, they don't grip the stakes. And within a couple of days, within a couple of days, they just drop down.
Oh, they slide. Yeah.
So they've got to be
thick enough to retain. Want to retain their
grab
shape.
It both sides.
Yeah.
And this way of binding is the particular way we do it in the south of England. It's actually the same as the top of a hurdle.
Oh, I see.
So where you came in, the guy down there.
I saw that. Yeah, he wasn't there at the time. Yeah.
And I think personally that's where it came from.
Yes, it originated from there.
So well, you know, we'll do our hedge laying, but how are we going to bind it and hold the hedge down? I know what we'll do. We'll do it the same as the hurdle makers do. Because they've been making hurdles a long time.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably way before hedge laying style developed in the southeast. And then I think they just followed on. Really, it's not the best looking.
But it does a job. It does a job. That's what it's about.
There'd be brush this side when I trimmed it and brush the other side. But on the green, on my tailgate, on the truck, there's a green board with lots of. There's a different style on there you'll see, which I'm going to do on that dummy hedge later.
Okay, yeah.
So after lunch I'll probably be up there.
So now what? I know it's hedge laying. What do you classification? What do you come under? Is it hedge laying?
Yes.
You haven't got a fancy name for it in woodland terms?
No, there isn't. It's just been hedge laying for hundreds of years.
I can't pick you up in any way, can I?
No, you don't have
It's hedge laying.
It's fine.
So could you sort of explain for our
What
folks?
kind of wood do you use? Is it willow?
Exactly.
So these are hazel rods.
Hazel?
Yeah, which this whole woodland is pretty much all hazel. Everything you see behind me here, that's all hazel.
Is it?
Yes.
I'm not good on recognising tall trees.
I am.
I recognise them, I bet you are.
Yeah, so use hazel rods for the binding.
Yes.
Because they're so elastic.
Yeah, yeah.
You can use any straight material. You can use willow. It doesn't have the elasticity of hazel.
What I'm noticing, I did another show last year. They cut the hazel, was it, or cut it? Was it all? And they split it down with a long cut. But you're using different.
No. If you look on
it's
the
the
end,
same. It's how you started up there.
Yeah. If you come up here, I'll show you where I finished.
But they seem to strip all the foliage off, I noticed, with this other.
It depends what style you're doing.
Ah, is that what it is?
Ah,
you got it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
So that, as long as you've got the cambium layer.
Yes.
Right. So you've got the outer bark, the inner bark, then you've got the cambium layer, which carries the nutrients up the stem.
Yeah.
It's still attached and it's still alive.
But you leave all the foliage on it like that?
No, I trim it when it's.
Oh, I see, when it's finished. Yeah.
Yeah. So you trim it.
I've got you. Yeah. And then what do you use for your upright? Same thing, pieces of hazel.
Sweet chestnut is the best.
Oh, really?
Bar none.
Why is that? Well,
because it has very low sap levels and it's very durable, so that's why they use it for post and rail fencing as well.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
So what I do is I cut them. They're a bigger diameter than that. You see how they're cleft, some of them.
Yes.
So I cut probably that diameter, split them into 2, 4, 6, and they just last for 20 years.
20 years?
Easily. By that time, the hedge would have come back and done its thing. And then because I did, you can see the regrowth on the other half that I did last year.
Oh really? So
that end,
yes,
I did last year when it was really hot.
Can you run through the tools for us? Because
Sure.
I did put one up. It was on the Somerset ploughing thing in last year, right. And I said, is it called a cleaver? I call it a cleaver, but yours has got a curve to it. Yours.
Right. So yeah, these are.
What do you call that?
These are bill hooks.
It is a bill hook then.
Right. Yeah. So there's the loads. There are probably 50 different patterns in the UK.
That's why I get confused.
Right, from all over the UK. So this one is actually a Knighton bill hook. The pattern comes from Wales.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's got a lovely, quite a nice straight edge. That's okay for cutting. This.
Right, that's one I'm more familiar with. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is
hook at the end,
what they call a Tennyson pattern. It's nice and thin, probably a bit light for hedge laying, but I use it for trimming when I'm finishing.
Sure.
This one has a big stamp on it, which is probably before World War II.
Oh really?
So the quality of the steel,
it's good, isn't it? Yeah.
Is phenomenal as far as sharpening goes. This is a modern company who've just come into, I think last year they really got going.
Yep.
So I thought I'd buy one of theirs, see what it's like.
How are you finding it? You know, how do you find it compared with the old steel?
They're all right. It's actually, it keeps a good edge. It's not too bad, but the way it feels in your hand, and that's a personal preference, of course. I'm not as happy with, if you hold that.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, it's light, isn't it? It's quite light.
So the tang.
Yeah.
The weight's in your hand with that bill hook.
Yes.
Right. Now you hold that one.
Oh my God, yeah.
The difference.
Oh, that's going to wear me out at 70.
So yeah, they come in all different weights as well. But
that is amazing.
And it's just with bill hooks and axes as well. It's personal preference.
Because you're working with it all the time, so lightness does make a difference.
I keep that on me there like that.
Yeah.
So I don't have to keep lifting it up and putting it down.
Or putting it down like I do and go wherever I put it. Because it's long
I did that
grass.
last year and left one under a pile of brush like that. So this
axe wise.
So this is a modern. This is a ground saws axe from Sweden. It's actually for carving.
Ah, yes.
But it's a side axe, so it's flat on one side. I'm left-handed, okay? So it has a bevel on one side only, and that gives you a better finish when you're doing the cutting.
Oh, really? I never knew that.
Side axes are fantastic. But
I've never even heard of a side axe, I'll be honest.
Well, there's a tool stall in there.
He's got every axe.
So many axes. It's like a sweet shop for me. But these are modern day ones, but the handles are fantastic if your hands aren't particularly big. Mine aren't.
Yeah, that'd be what, ash or something like that?
So no, they're hickory.
Hickory?
So it's imported from the US.
Yeah.
Hickory's the best stuff there is for it. But yeah, that's, so basically a side axe, a felling axe and a bill hook, if you're edging, is all you really need. And
you look like you've got a special sort of glove.
Yeah, that is an old hedge layer's mitten. I hate them.
Yes.
Because you can't.
Is that for hawthorns and nasty stuff?
It is, but the thing is with the mitten is you can't grip.
Yes,
you can sit it in your palm, but for you to try and grip something, that's a bit different. So then, of course, now we're just using welder's gauntlets.
Yeah,
you know,
that's right.
Which are fine. I mean, I've got one that comes up to here.
Oh, you got another toolbox. What goodies have you got in there?
So this is my. So we've got. This is an old blacksmith's hammer.
Yeah.
That's what I use to knock my stakes in. It's quite heavy though. Feel the weight of that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I have got some wooden ones too, but
that's a bit of
better.
use, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, of course, the hitting face is quite small, so if you miss, it's your knuckles.
Yeah.
But and then I just put that. That's a silicone grip thing that's when you wrap it, it grips itself.
Oh really?
So, and it's just to give it you a bit.
So it's not like electrical
It's just to stop the vibration. No. It's just to stop the vibration, and it feels lovely in your hand actually.
Oh, I see. Yes, like a non-slip sort of thing as well, isn't it? Yeah.
So that's a far better idea. Then these. Lastly, I have to say these are silky fox saws.
Oh, silkies! I know the silkies
from Japan.
Very sharp, yeah.
They're phenomenal.
They cut on the back pull stroke, don't they?
Yeah. So like most pruning saws. This one in particular, though, because the blade is narrow. If you're cutting the heels off and you've got a big section, let's say like 3 times the size of that and that diameter, this will go through it in no time.
Really, yeah.
So this is what they call the Sarugi.
Not heard of that one. No, I've seen that one.
Yeah, and I've got another one in there too, which is the Zubat, which is probably their most popular saw, I would say, particularly with hedgers. Right, it's a bit bigger, it's a bit deeper, but I prefer that.
And curved handle again, isn't it? Is that for the pull?
So curved handle, curved blade. When you think about it, curved blade is probably less surface area cutting at any one time, so they don't. Oh, they don't. They're so sharp that they don't jam up anyway.
Yeah, they are sharp things, that's for sure. Yeah.
If you're careful with it, they're interchangeable, so you can just take the screws out of that handle, pop the blade out. This one is a bit different. I had to look up
how to change things.
Yeah, so what you do is you actually pull it apart on the end.
Oh, really?
It's in 2 sections, and it grips the...
So you can get spare blades and stuff, can you?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Oh, they are good, yeah.
But they're fantastic. They're better than good.
And,
that basically is what all I use.
And you use, what are these for? I can see.
So the binding.
That's the binding. What you call the binding?
Is when you
at the top, the finishing part.
So it won't be that high when I'm finished, because if you look at the previous section I did,
we'll go down and film that. Yeah.
Probably down. It's got to go to about there.
Yes.
Look, there's the old. That's what I did last year.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And this is all the regrowth from it.
Oh, that's from that where you bend it out.
6-7 foot in one growing season.
Yeah.
Because it's hazel. Hazel grows really quickly.
Now, that's a regrowth. You've pulled all this down to make a hedge.
Yeah.
Why don't they farmers just cut that off? It's
they do.
hazel.
That's the problem. But they shatter it with their flail, which is what you don't want. So after you've laid a hedge, you should really leave it for probably a couple of growing seasons before you consider cutting it with a machine. But the idea is it'll still do the same damage, but it won't be as magnified. If you had a big section when they hit it with the flail and it shatters it, then that's bad. But this will do the same thing, but it's not as good as a blade.
Yeah.
Because if you cut it with a blade, you get a lovely clean cut.
Yeah.
The flail is like a claw.
How many? You can see the before and after now.
Well, yeah, you can. It's not the ideal species for this type of hedge, but if you can get it down close to the ground, and then you give it a nice trim, so it should be flat on the top, flat down the sides, and then that's it basically. And I was just going to do the tops of the stakes if I'm happy with the height. So
when you got hawthorn hedges, can you use those? I know it must be a nightmare, because I'm sure I filmed one. I think they're hawthorns.
Up in the Midlands, about probably even 100 years ago, they just planted hawthorn because they got a lot of livestock.
Ah, to keep the cattle and stuff.
So that's it's the best species anyway.
Oh, it is really.
So
what a
any
nightmare
hedgerow
to work
mixes,
with. I should think, isn't it?
No, it's all right actually. Hedgerow mixes, 50% of them generally are hawthorn anyway.
When you get a spike with a hawthorn, and I have had many over the years, they tend to go really painful.
Blackthorn's probably worse because you get.
Have they got like a chemical on them or something like that?
No, normally it's fungal spores and things like that, lichen.
Yes, that's what makes it really
painful. Your body's not used to that, and you get it whacked with it, and then your body attacks it. That's when it starts to swell up and get painful. So.
Do you saw those tips off?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a nice.
Which
nice
I'm going to do now.
I've got to go back, take my coat off, I'm sweating.
Yeah, it is a bit. It's pretty level, so I'll leave it like that. I don't want to fuss with it. So normally they say it should be 4 inches above the top, but I don't like to do them that high.
Yeah.
And you should always cut the tops off the same way you laid the hedge. So I laid it that way, so the cut will be that way, like that. So I normally do like 3 fingers on my gloved hand, like that.
And the slopes to stop moisture rotting, is it?
It just sheds the water, to be honest.
Very good.
Wonders of the silky sort.
And they're brilliant things, aren't they?
Whenever I have trainees, I say to them, hold whatever you're cutting. Don't just do that, because then the head shakes. So.
How's it going?
Yeah, good, thanks. Yourself?
Yeah, well, good, yeah.
Yeah.
How long does it take you to make one roughly, you know?
couple of hours, one of these this size.
Still some time, isn't it? Yeah.
That's without, obviously I've got my wood ready, but I've still got to go and get my wood out.
I'm always curious on that loop on the end you do.
Yeah.
It doesn't snap.
Just got.
You'll get lucky.
No, you always make sure you don't you do it in between two sort of knots.
Oh, I see. Yes, yeah.
You just got to break the fibres and then it goes.
Do you have to sort of work at it to soften it up, as it were?
So, yeah, you give it a bit of that action, and it eventually goes round.
And I've seen the hurdles. My son had some. They were solid, but these are split, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like just for lightness, or to get more material, or what?
You use less to fill it up if it's the bigger the wood. Do you know what I mean? So some people they use the unsplit stuff, but it's going to take it's going to take loads of wood to fill it up.
Exactly,
it's going to take a lot of time.
No, he's gone that way.
Brilliant.
Yeah, better to do it with bigger wood.
Yeah.
And it's going to last longer. Do you know what I mean? So.